Welcome to Rebel Speak and Be Encouraged. And today I have been praying and feeling strongly about meaning and value. And I want to speak into any discouraged places that kind of, there's dominating storylines in the world that can place us where we're kind of meager. Like there's important and unimportant people, consequential and non-consequential people, and it's not truth. And the meaning, the value, the beauty, the truth of your life is precious. And if you're in a situation where you feel precarious, something about life right now is precarious, I don't know, I just want to speak a calming to your situation. I want to speak courage. Be courageous. The love of the Father is kind. God never abandons us. We're never abandoned. No matter what the circumstance feels like, we can experience God's goodness, kindness, and comfort in that moment. And I'm reading from my daily psalm, April 7th, Psalm 97. And it's just 2 verses from it that I felt led. I really was praying meaning and significance. You are created significant. Significance is not nothing other people give you. Other people can't give you significance. They can't. Your significance, like even it's interesting, signature, right? I was thinking about that. Like God has signed God's name into our creation. Our significance is a sign of God's goodness in the world, and God's signature is in our heart. God has spoken God's name into our existence, and we are created in God's image very much on purpose. You've been created incredibly on purpose, for purpose and meaning. And the world always takes things and makes them very narrow and few and exceptional. Exceptional, X means out of, sept is the given. So when something's exceptional, it doesn't necessarily mean it's good. It just means it's uncommon. And in the kingdom, there's no such thing as common. There's just created. But you are created, imagined and delighted in by the mind of God. And for reasons that are just whatever they are, there's a diminishing expectations. There's ways that the world diminishes us with diminishing expectations. And I want to say, I even feel that as you age, there's something that God has these moments that God waits for, like great expectations. Like we think of great expectations, right? Like when you're young and the expectation, right, of your youth. But there's something that God is purposing at every season of our life. God has great expectations for all that is to be in this time. There's no after. They can all be different, but they're all beautiful. We are called by God to vibrance, to beauty. And the world is really very simple and shallow and deaf and visionless. It doesn't see us right. And you don't want to take your sight from that which diminishes you. You want to know your beauty. So I'm going to read this verse right now. Light is shed upon the righteous. Light is shed upon the righteous, and joy on the upright in heart. God is shedding God's light, and it's light by which we see. That's what I saw. I just saw like light just flowing into our hearts and our minds and our imagination, just light. Like, I don't know, like to spend time with your Father in heaven and get vision. Be held captive, right? Be captivated by the captivating love of God and have vision for this moment and this time. Shake the dust of defeat from your feet. Shake the dust and move on from things that have been discouraging. Move on from discouragement. And don't predicate your future on the past. Don't. There's so much vision. There's so much light. Light is shed upon the righteous. God is shedding light upon you. God is shedding light upon your circumstances. God is shedding light upon your heart, your hope, your dreams. God's got you in the palm of God's hand. And He's blowing life. I just see that. And there's something vibrant, right? Light, vibrant. And there's also, I just feel the word vigorous. Like there's like to have almost vigorous expectations. Like But maybe in my past, your past, we've been fragile. And we couldn't get beyond certain things. And there's just this way, no, we're in a vigorous season of expectation, and there's a vigor to us. We're strong, we're able, we're moving in that vibrancy of life. It's fun. Be expectant of great things. And then the next verse is, it says, light is shed upon the righteous and joy on the upright of heart. I want to speak joy, meaning, beauty, vibrancy, purpose on your day. Joy, this is a promise. Light is shed upon the righteous and joy on the upright in heart. Joy, I want to speak joy. I just feel that joy in your meaning, joy in your purpose, expectation. May you see by the light of the Father's love. May you see by the light the goodness. I just want to speak confidence. Oh, there's something that's wanting to say, look, your life's shabby. Look, it's shallow. Look, it's superficial. And no, it's not. Look, it's a burden to carry. No, it's not. It's a joy and it's a delight. And I'm walking with the God of all imagination. And that God holds me dear to that God's heart. That God, however you want to say it, God holds me dear to God's heart. I'm held in the shadow, right? I'm resting in the shadow of God's love and grace and forgiveness and confidence and expectations. And I just want to speak meaning and significance. And I just see that word again, like shallow, where something in you feels like I'm just stuck in the shallow, not even the end of the pool, maybe like on a beach where the tide's so far out. Get those expectations, great expectations. God has put a vigorous dream inside of you. It's a vigorous dream, requiring lots of vigor. Maybe I feel a little silly, but it's also vigorous in that it's never given up. There's a dream that's never dissipated in your heart and your mind. And you could almost feel like you're, almost could be callous. It feels so far-fetched, so ridiculous. Don't call your dreams ridiculous. Don't be calloused. Don't be like that parent that maybe wasn't delighting in you quite rightly. Don't do that to yourself. Say, God, I can feel this dream and you put it in my heart. And because it's there, I hold on to it with great expectation. Because you, God, are breathing significance and meaning into my soul desire, right? My soul, soul desire, my heart purpose. Regardless of how the world does or doesn't weigh that, does or doesn't see it. You, God, are breathing life and laughter into my dreams. Be encouraged, be blessed.